Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us on this hump day. Here are the top stories we're following for you now at noon. The education debate continues after hours of arguments yesterday, what we're looking for in day 2 of committee meetings. Plus, a nationwide assistance program is coming to an end. A look at the millions of people across the nation who will be impacted. And new incentives to making hike trails more accessible. Later, how some parks are making getting outside easier for everybody. But first, meteorologist Scott Covert joins us, and when talking about getting outside, Scott, we don't have much longer before some severe weather makes its way into Arkansas, right?
I'm afraid so, Jurnee. In fact, over just the last hour, our severe weather risk has actually increased from what it was this morning. Let me show you today's risk. It's primarily going to be central and southern Arkansas. You see that orange there? Well, that's the enhanced probability that we are going to see some severe weather. So what kind are we talking about? Unfortunately, all kinds will be possible. It looks to be hail as the most likely hazard that folks are going to see, and some of those hailstones very well could be pretty large. Quarter size or larger are certainly going to be possible. Damaging winds 60 to 70 miles per hour, very capable of some of those thunderstorms producing those winds. And our tornado risk, while it is remaining somewhat low, it is there, and it is certainly going to warrant being very mindful of our weather this afternoon into this evening. The atmosphere getting pretty warm, unstable. In fact, 73 the current temperature in Conway, Little Rock, and Pine Bluff. It's 69 right now in Hot Springs. We'll warm up a few more degrees. Those rain showers, those thunderstorms likely moving in this afternoon into this evening. Coming up, we'll take a look at the timing of that as well as tomorrow's severe weather risk, which actually looks much more potent. In fact, a level 4 outlook for southwestern Arkansas. The timing on those storms coming right up.
The Arkansas Learns Act continued its journey through the Capitol, spending almost the entire day in the House Education Committee yesterday. Hours of questions from legislators was followed by hours of testimony from the public, both for and against the bill. Lawmakers had many questions about specifics in the bill, from teacher pay to where money for the bill comes from. While questioning was intense, they say they expect and welcome it.
We've got 19 other members besides myself who are really invested in the importance of education for our kids. So I certainly expect and I'm glad we have a robust debate on it.
I think today, and in this case, aggressive would probably be a good word. And it was necessary. I think that it's our job to vet and flesh out legislation.
Today, we could see a repeat of yesterday with more lengthy public comment, but also a vote from the House Education Committee. We're also watching the Senate Public Health Committee today. House Bill 1006 would mandate paid maternity leave for employers that cover abortion expenses. House Bill 1401 would cut the amount of time people can get welfare payments from 2 years down to 1 year. And House Bill 1458, that's the Vincent Parks bill we've been telling you about. It will require police instructors to be trained to recognize and respond to medical problems in trainees. And one last bill of note, Senate Bill 307 would fund a monument to the unborn. It passed in committee and goes to the full Senate today. That measure as the governor looks to give Arkansas's foster care system a boost. Yesterday, Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders, the Department of Human Services and other organizations launched a new initiative to recruit new foster parents to get more kids in real homes. Tuesday, Governor Sanders signed an executive order to launch Every Child Arkansas. According to the DHS, recruiting foster parents and providing services to children and families are the main focuses, but there's more to work on.
Like streamlining opening foster homes, providing relative support, focusing on our children who are aging out of care.
Another part of the initiative is a new website called everychildarkansas.org. DHS describes it as an all-in-one tool used to help foster parents or volunteers find organizations. Meantime, many are wondering if student loan debt will be erased. It's a question that's been on the minds of a lot of people for the last several months. President Joe Biden wants to cancel up to $20,000 of student debt, but that continues to be a battle. Now, as the debate made its way to the nation's highest court, last September, 6 states, including Arkansas, filed a lawsuit arguing President Biden overstepped his authority and made a decision without Congress's approval. Arkansas Attorney General Tim Griffin says the president's plan is not a good one and believes the Supreme Court will agree. We are also having a few technical difficulties, but moving on, arguments lasted more than 3 hours yesterday, and the ongoing legal battle leaves many student loan borrowers in limbo. Well, starting today, more than 30 million Americans who rely on federal help to buy food will no longer receive extra pandemic-era benefits. This is the same program that Arkansas cut last year. Low-income families in more than 30 states who take part in SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, will see their monthly benefits cut.